Hello people, welcome to Wilco Whites. Please like the video and consider subscribing. Thank you to all those that subscribed from yesterday's video. It's much appreciated, really helping me get up to that 700 mark, so keep it going. Right, today, Justin, there we go. He has signed Noah Okafor on a 4-year deal, putting pen to paper, right? So he should be good to go for the Arsenal game. I think the registration cut off tomorrow, so that's all should be all done. I know obviously the signing is depending on international clearance and all that. It should be fine that. So hopefully we should see him in the squad come Saturday. I would prefer him to be as more of a centre forward. Looking at his stats on my previous videos, if you want to go back and watch them, his numbers for me are a lot better in that centre forward area. So, but it does look like he's going to come in off that left. You know, you're looking at the numbers off the left as well. They are good, but personally for me, I would like him as more as a centre forward figure. Which takes me on to my next thing. This guy here, who is actually a centre forward. And there we go. Matthis Albine, who I did report on yesterday. Now, the report come out, and I'll show you the report, and I'll read it out. The figures come out now of how much this guy would cost. So I've looked a little bit into him, and I just want to share my thoughts with you guys. Firstly, I will read this report. So Leeds United learn asking price for Nantes striker Matthis Albine. The 22-year-old French striker scored 11 goals last season for Nantes and was part of France's under-21 squad in the European Championship in Slovakia this summer. He featured in Nantes' opening fixture last weekend, but had a massive falling out with manager Luis Castro, who spent more than 10 minutes criticising the striker in front of his teammates following their game against Paris Saint-Germain. Albine has told Nantes that he wants to leave the club before the transfer window closes on September the 1st, and Leeds have been in touch with his representatives. The 22-year-old wants to move, and according to RMC, Nantes want around 34.5 million before agreeing to sanction this sale. It means Leeds would have to fork out a club record fee to sign the French striker if they make a concrete move to sign him in the next 10 days. Leeds transfer spend is set to go over the £90 million mark once Okafor's arrival gets confirmed, which it just has done. They still want another attacking midfielder and a fullback and an additional striker. There we go. So the fact we are still after a striker does obviously going to state that Okafor will be playing off that left-hand side, or an option to play off that left-hand side. So I looked into him. 34.5 million is a lot. You know, smashing the transfer record on this player? No. And I'll show you why. So his figures aren't the... I've got to try and take it... He's only 22. This is what I'm trying to say. I know he's only 22. 64 times he's played as centre forward, scoring 20 goals, 5 assists, and can play off the right and left, as the article says. Now, did well at Stade Reims, came through there. You know, it is his main club, so to speak. You know, it's where he came through the ranks. You look there, did well in the B team. You know, 9 appearances, 4 goals, 2 assists in 9 appearances. For Le Havre, went there, 16 appearances, 6 goals. Played for Auxerre, not fantastic, 3 goals in 22 games. Nantes, okay, 61 appearances, 16 goals, 3 assists. It's not stand out for me, not for 30-odd million. Last season, I think he scored 11 goals. Was a big key factor in why they stayed up, and I touched on this on the last video. One good thing is this: no injury history. what are we doing? What are we doing? We're actually going for a player who's got no injury history, which is great to see. Great to see. So I just want to go a little bit more in depth. So I will share my screen with you as to why I've got my concerns about this guy. For that price, I think that he's better out there. But let me just share my screen. Let me share it, and we can go a little bit into more depth about him. 5'9", 22-year-old, right-footed. Although he's good with both feet. French, obviously plays for the French under-21s, like I've just said. Ignore that market value. All right. That's just what this site thinks is valued at. Obviously, Premier League tax and all that, and you'd add in 10 million onto that probably. Striker position: left wing, right wing. Not fantastic percentages for the player traits compared to other players, although his aerial duels are up there at 61%. I just scroll back down to last season, and I'll just take that off. And then this is in the just the league. 9 goals, 74 shots, 9 goals. It's predominantly most with his right foot. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals there. 1 with his head, and a couple with his left foot. This is worrying per 90. And I like to look at these, and I know you shouldn't always judge it, but you have to get a bit of a take on the player you're actually getting. I'm not going to be one of these who gets hyped because of the finances involved in it. I'm not. I'll look into the player, and for me, them stats there for last season per 90 is not a 30-odd million pound player. Again, goals per 90, 0.29. I'm wanting a more prolific striker. That's what I'd want. If we're going for a striker, let's go for a more prolific striker. And I said it yesterday, is Albine any better than Joe Pirro? I don't think he is. Maybe he's got a little bit more ability, dribbling and skill, but looking at these, it really hasn't. Shots 2.39 per game, per 90, sorry. Assists, hardly any. His passing accuracy is not great. Go to possession, because I like to see this possession. Okay, 1.13 successful dribbles per 90. It's only a 42.2 dribble success rate. Dispossessed a couple of times per 90. There we go. Defending, not great. Yeah, Jules won. Average. Same again for his aerial duels. Recoveries, average, not fantastic. Possession won in final third, 0.71 per 90. It's just not good. It's not standing out to me as a fantastic signing. And I know we can't just go off stats. Well, you can, and I think you should. I'm going to take that off. Don't do anything for me. Not for that price. And again, if we were even to bring him in for, say, 20 million, I'm not convinced. Again, I know he's young, but I just think for that money, there's other strikers out there we could go for. But we'll see. We're going to see, I said probably the same about Okafor. Okafor's obviously got a really bad injury history, but he's a good player on his day, and he's a player who sort of has declined a little bit over the past few seasons. Hopefully Okafor can then just come in and do well. Just come in and do well and stay fit. So Albine for me, I'm going to pass on that. I think there's better out there, or better that we could spend his money on. If he comes in, please not for 30-odd million. then obviously I'll back him, and hopefully it'll work out. If it comes in and he's a sensation and he's great, well done the scouting team. That's all I'll say. They've done the homework and they know what they're doing. But looking at that, it's a no for me. All right, just a quick vid then for that. I will be doing a Arsenal preview. I might get that out today as well. So if not, it'll be tomorrow. So again, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, it'd be fantastic. And also don't forget to hit the links in the description for the charity walk, which we're doing on the 6th of September. That'd be fantastic. I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers.